In this edition of Profiles, we bring you a visual artist who has created a microcosmos to decorate the walls of the famous Scandic Malmen hotel. We will be behind the scenes as he takes one of these iconic photographs. The artist will talk us through his filmmaking in Little Love, and he will let us know how it feels to shoot with a Magnum gun at a strawberry with a kissing miniature couple inside. We will also bring you the Stockholm vernissage of Herfelf, which is an interactive film that has already been acclaimed in New York and Cannes Festival. This is Profiles, Martin Lima de Faria.
My name is Martin Lima de Faria and I'm an artist. My father is a great admirer of art. During my childhood I will have Picasso and Matisse around me on the walls. My style as an artist is working with existential questions about having a scene where you're locked in, trying to overcome your obstacles. Love is a very important part, striving and longing and shortcomings. I work my miniature art, which I make fine art photography. As a film director, I make films that happily have come to Cannes Film Festival. So blessed to work with Pernilla August, working with a director like Ingmar Bergman.
We were more than amazed when we heard that Martin Lima de Faria uses no Photoshop when creating this microcosmos, so he talked us through into the magic behind them.
I try to illustrate and create scenes of my own shortcomings as a human, as a father, as a lover. The first one I actually made was this one right behind me here. You're tired of all the dishes piling up at home. I just thought, oh, I want to go to a restaurant, take my wife and my kids, to a pizzeria, just forget about it. And suddenly it struck me, what about if there were some small people just running on the sink? So I went up to the children's closet and I found those small figures and I just positioned them on the sink and took a picture. I didn't think more about it, but suddenly there was a gallerist and hotel manager who saw this and said, this art, we would like that. And from that on, I had exhibitions in New York, in Tokyo, in Los Angeles, in San Francisco, in Sweden, in Europe.
Martin Lima de Faria says that his work is in a way about healing small people, healing big people. So he works with various charities, and the money for the sold artwork goes to the protection of abused children, childhood cancer research, and nature protection, like this piece.
Those small people are swinging in the flower. They're having fun, it's a beautiful night, but they are at the same time making some good for the nature. So they're swinging it and they're spreading their seeds so they will become more flowers. I went down to a certain spot where there is those flowers growing and I attached those actually to that flower and I waited for 5 days for the right light to come.
But how does Martin Lima create these amazing shots? Let's go to Scandic Malmen to get behind the scenes as he shoots a specially commissioned piece of artwork.
I took my small divers and normally those divers are realizing my dreams. So they are going to fulfill my dream by standing here and jumping into the cream. So I'm gluing them here and gluing them on the apple and then I will position it up on a ladder. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to create a little scenery, a microcosmos, because in my world, those small divers, those small people I'm working with, they are behaving and dreaming and planning and living in a very small microcosmos, eager to jump into really chill and beautiful Polish bulldog, the speciality here of Scandic Malmen. And I'm just planting over, some small divers, letting them make a little scenery, let them jump down, and now we put it up on the ladder. So the ready piece is standing over here. It's hanging over here.
Scandic Malmen is a very special hotel with a special atmosphere.
It is.
So we think that this type of art suits us perfect.
With so many exciting projects under his arm, one can't help but wonder what has been Martin Lima de Faria's most interesting project so far.
Actually, every project is really interesting, otherwise I don't go for it. Especially when people tell me this is impossible. This can't be done. I really get the energy to do it. I'll give you an example. I went through a divorce, sitting in front of, like films like Notting Hill, Love Actually, like weeping all the time, feeling sorry for myself. And I felt I would like a loving couple redecorating my heart. I went up to the hospital and I said, is it possible to take those small figures and swallow them? And you can x-ray me while I swallow them. And they said, that's impossible. It won't show, it's plastic. That turns me off. So I swallowed this was supposed to swallow 3 times, I swallowed a lot more. But we got it, a picture when they are just in front of my heart. And we also took pictures of firemen trying to extinguish my throat burn. This was on the World Congress of X-ray. I think Einstein said that the possible we do right away, the impossible just take a little longer time.
In the next episode,
inside a strawberry, shooting it to pieces with a Magnum gun.